Yeah. So good evening, everyone. Today's session is specifically for students who are planning to appear for their CFA exam in the month of May 2027 for Level 1 and for Level 2. So we'll be talking about the Access Scholarship part that can actually significantly reduce your financial barrier to start your CFA journey for the next year. So, next slide. So today's roadmap will be, first we will understand what are the different CFA scholarship are there, and where we can access the access scholarship part. And then we'll be going through the May 2027 timeline. Then we'll be discussing about the eligibility, application process, and how to write about the personal statement part. And finally, we'll also be covering some of the mistakes and give you a simple checklist on how you can follow the pathway to to apply for the access scholarship part. And by the end, you will be having an understanding of how you should apply and and what should be your next step.
So CFA scholarship types, we have three different types of scholarship. One is the Access Scholarship, the other is the Student Scholarship, and then we have the Professor Scholarship. Today, our focus is going to be on the Access Scholarship. The Access Scholarship is for candidates who need financial assistance. Basically, it is for individuals who are having difficulties to afford the CFA fees. Okay, the student scholarship is for eligible students at CFA affiliated universities. So the universities which has their tie-up with the CFA Institute, this scholarship is mainly for them. And for the professor scholarship, it is for eligible professors and academic administrators. So basically, professor scholarship is for the the professors who are teaching in that particular university. So our focus for today's webinar is the Access Scholarship, and so let me take you forward with the how are we going to apply for the Access Scholarship, and what are the prerequisites which you will have to which you will be needing while you will be applying for your Access Scholarship. And for the May 2027 attempt, that I've already stated that we'll be focusing on Access Scholarship because it is directly tied to the financial need and this specific exam window. So yeah, for the May 2027 Access Scholarship, the application opens. The application has already been opened. So it was on 12th of August 2026, the portal the portal was opened, and it will be closed on 1st September 2026. And the decision for your scholarship, like whether you will be granted the scholarship or not, will be given on 25th September 2026. And the levels, like the applicable levels, are level 1 and level 2. And if you are getting the scholarship, the registration fee comes down to USD 400. Okay. Now, USD 400 with the applicable taxes. Now, students should not register for the CFA exam while waiting for the Access Scholarship decision. So basically, if you're not supposed to register for the CFA exam while you will be while you have already registered for the Access Scholarship, you will have to wait for the decision, and then accordingly you will be registering whether you have gotten the scholarship or you did not get the scholarship. Accordingly, you will go for the registration. So a very big prerequisite is that you should have not registered for the CFA exam previously also, and you should not register it while while these days also. Okay. And tax may be applicable, like tax is applicable. Scholarship is valid only for the specified exam cycle. So basically, if you have got the scholarship for May 2027 exam, it is applicable for May 2027 examination only. You cannot carry it forward for any other term.
So the timeline that the student should remember, this is like a very important timeline for everyone. So the application window has already started from the 12th of August. So this application window is specifically for the next year. It's not for this term. It is for the next year, May 2027. So the application for the Access Scholarship has started from 12th of August, and the last day to fill up the form is on 1st of September. on 1st of September, the application will be closing. So it's advisable that you like register for the Access Scholarship before 1st of September and not wait for the last moment. And while you have applied for the scholarship, the decision will be taken by the institute and they will be giving you the decision on the 25th of September. Till then, you will have to be waiting for your result, like for their decision. So while you've given your scholar, like you provided them with the details, and they provide you with the decision. Once you have received the decision in your email, then you can fill up the form. If you have got the scholarship, then you can proceed with your scholarship amount. And if you have not got the scholarship, then you will have to be proceeding with the normal registration amount. And if you have not received the scholarship, then to fill up the CFA form, the early registration ends on October 14th. So there's like a quick eligibility check. So basically the first one is that you have not already registered for it. You should not already be registered for any other relevant CFA exam, because if you have already registered for it, then you're not eligible for registering for the scholarship for the May term. And you should not have any other conflicting scholarship. That is, if you already have any ongoing scholarship, then you'll not be applicable for this scholarship. And along with this, you should also know that you should not be receiving any kind of employer financial assistance for the CFA program. If you're receiving any kind of financial support from your employee, then you'll not be eligible for getting the CFA scholarship. And you need to provide the institute with the correct and accurate information, which is like the most important part. That is, whatever financial information, whatever employment details, whatever personal information you provide, it should be completely truthful, accurate, and verifiable. Because in some cases, they can ask you for your documents, and if your document turns out to be not true, then there'll be stricter actions. So you need to provide with the real and accurate information. And also, one more thing that you need to keep in mind is about the CFA program eligibility, that you should be eligible to be, you need to be eligible to apply for the CFA registration.
Yeah, so now what the application asks for, now what do you need before you're applying? So before you open the application form, you have to keep certain information ready, which is basically your personal details, your exam level and your location, the employment status, and the employer details if it is applicable. Now you will also need your household income, the number of dependents, and the household assets and financial information. So you have CFA Institute may ask for the supporting documents for any of it. So you will have to keep it ready with yourself, like while you are applying for the scholarship. Also, the now I'll be explaining you about the application route. So first you will log into your CFA Institute. Like first you will be going to the CFA Institute and you will be you'll log in with your credentials. Then you will be going to the scholarship part. In that scholarship, you will be seeing Access Scholarship. You will be going there, and then you will have to select May 2027. Okay, and then you will have to fill up all the details which they'll ask for, like personal details, exam level, and whatever I stated. Now, it is advisable to use a computer. CFA Institute states the scholarship application cannot be completed on a mobile phone. So, you are advised to use a computer. CFA Institute may request supporting documentations to verify information provided, as I stated. Now, the next part is your personal statement, like the application strategy. CFA Institute asks you to write an essay, which basically it is a strong statement which says that your personal, like basically the personal statement should not just say that you need a financial help. Okay, it will you will also need to say the like you need to explain your genuine financial circumstances, why CFA is important in your career, and what your longer term goals are, and how this scholarship is going to benefit you, like how the scholarship is going to help you to move towards your career goals. Okay, so basically your essay should contain all of it. Also, the CFA looks for qualities such as ethics, your leadership quality, your responsibility, and your contribution to the community. So instead of writing a very emotional or very generic story, give a specific and a credible example. And also your statement should essentially answer why CFA, why do you need this scholarship, and what will you do with this opportunity. So this is very important. Now we'll be telling you about the common mistakes.
So basically, the common mistakes that you need to avoid, that is, currently you need to apply during the correct month for the month of May 2027, because the window is active currently for that. And you need to keep, like as I mentioned, that you need to keep all your financial details accurate and verifiable, because at any point they can ask you for the details that you have provided. And if it doesn't matches, then again stricter actions will be taken. You need to keep them in hand, and you need to read the CFA Institute rules before you're submitting it. And you need to save the confirmation email, because once you fill up the form, you get the confirmation email. So it is essential for you all to save that confirmation email from your end. And you all need to wait for the decision before registering. For instance, like if you have already applied for the Access Scholarship and you then again fill up your form, but as we mentioned that the confirmation, like their decision will be taken on the 25th of September. So if you're applying before that and then you see that you got the scholarship, then it will not be valid, because you need to fill up the form once you get their decision. And the don'ts is that you do not register while you're waiting for the decision. That is, as I mentioned, like before 25th September, do not apply for it, because wait for their decision. And do not submit any document that is like vague or any copied personal statements. And do not also hide your employer support or the financial facts. And do not assume that the scholarship can be shifted from one cycle to the other cycle. You need to, you cannot be shifting it. For every cycle, you need to apply. But one more thing that you have to keep in mind, that for instance, if you have applied for a scholarship and you've got the scholarship, but you do not go to give your exam, then for the next, from thereafter, you are not applicable to apply for the scholarship anymore. And you should also not ignore scheduling after the award.
So now we'll be taking you towards the final checklist before students apply. So first is that confirm May 2027 is your target attempt and level is 1 or 2. So basically the portal which is open now is for the May 2027 attempt. So you will have to confirm like the attempt which you will be giving in is May 2027. Now you will also have to check you're not already registered for the relevant exam. So basically you are not already registered for the particular May 2027 exam, like you have not registered it before, or you will have to register it after you're applying for the scholarship. Okay, like depending upon the decision which you get. Now you will have to prepare all the documents like the financial, employment, and your household information. All the documents, you must have them. Now draft a personal statement with needs, ethics, and goals, like your personal statement, which I just stated. It should be drafted well with all the necessities, like whatever is stated, and make sure you submit before 1st September 2026 and wait for the decision which will be given on the 25th of September. And the scholarship is not only about reducing the cost, it is about giving deserving candidates a serious start to their CFA journey. Thank you.
So thank you so much for this presentation. So we'll upload this video in our Actuators YouTube channel. And if anyone is having any query, they can just, students, they can type in the comments and the counseling team will get back to them. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.